tremendous passing team, kind of riding the arm of Kevin Glenn. The play of Arlen Bruce so far this season. It just hasn't panned out that way.
Second down. Glenn sets in and throws. He's got a first down as he fires it down to Dave Stala. Stop was made by Kevin Ivan. And he's marked just across midfield, which is a Hamilton first down.
Well, Dave Stala has been that clutch player on second down for the Hamilton Tiger Cats. Comes up big again here. He's just got a little sit-down route across the middle. Soft spot in that zone. He's a check-down guy for Kevin Glenn in that situation.
Just across midfield, first down Hamilton. And Glenn again from the shotgun. Pump fake, over the top he goes for man. Knocked off stride by Michael Grant. Flags are down. Pass interference will be the call against the Toronto Argonauts, who entering this game had only been called once for pass interference this season.
Well, this one's going to be a pretty easy call, number 2.
Pass interference. Toronto number 17. First down Hamilton.
Think?
If in doubt, I'm sure you could fingerprint the front of Maurice Mann's jersey. Even watching just that ISO of the receiver and defensive back, you can tell exactly when Kevin Glenn did his pump fake.
Hamilton driving to the Toronto 35. Glenn swings it out and it is dropped by Marquay McDaniel.
Well, this one's going to go down as a drop for Marquay McDaniel, but I also think that this ball came to him quicker than he expected. Kevin Glenn had to get rid of it quickly because of a nice job done by Jason Pottinger coming off the edge to force that throw.
Brings up second down now for the Ticats. Trying to pry this thing open. Glenn looks back for McDaniel. He's open. The pass is just over his head. He got in behind Lynn J. Shell. But it will be a third down. Wait, there's a flag. And some pushing and shoving at the end of the play as well.
Holding Hamilton number 62. That penalty is declined. It will be third down.
So Sandro DeAngelis will come on to try a 43-yard field goal. Argos hold again. 12-3 the score. Here in the third quarter as DeAngelis hits the post. Marcel Belfay looks on bewildered as his team has been held to 3 points so far here. In the third quarter, Sandro DeAngelis misses for the 6th time this year. He missed only 7 field goals all of last season. And remember, he got off to the horrible start. He was 4 for 8 to open the season, the first 3 games coming over from Calgary. Look out, here comes Boyd. Busting through the Hamilton D out across the 40-yard line to the 42. A pickup of 17 yards for Corey Boyd.
Corey Boyd just exploded out of the backfield. Help with a nice block on Jamal Johnson on this play. Boyd hits this one full speed. Number 67, Jeff Keeping, does a good job getting up to the linebacker. Working to second level, drives Johnson out of the way, creates that path.
First down Boyd again. And this time he's wrapped up quickly by Garrett McIntyre. Boyd with 78 yards rushing so far tonight. Both these teams have been a little leaky on defense the last few weeks. You wouldn't have expected this.
The defenses have stepped up to the challenge here.
Second and long. Lemon under pressure, underneath. He's got Dury. And Andre Dury's got a first down out to midfield. Big collision there with Jason Shivers. And Dury is shaken up.
One of those basic concepts in football is when the opposition blitzes, how do you get them to stop blitzing? Well, you make big plays against them. The Argos do a nice job here with Hamilton bringing some pressure, picking it up, making a positive play. It makes the defense a little more hesitant about calling a blitz the next time.
First down from the 54. And Boyd picks up a couple. Justin Hickman among the Ticats in there on the tackle, along with DeMonte Bolden.
You have to be impressed with the progress of Cleo Lemon at quarterback for the Toronto Argonauts in his 8th Canadian Football League start now. The stat that stands out is those 5 wins.
Facing second and long. Blitz again. Lemon steps up. Looks up the field. Shivers reaches in. Takes it away from Brandon Rideau, but they say he did so illegally. And so Shivers, we call for pass interference, and that will be, I think, the Toronto first down. Shivers, remember last week, took one right away from Terrence Edwards, literally took the ball from his hands for an interception.
First down, Toronto.
And that's a first down for the Argos on the Hamilton penalty.
Shivers right at the top left corner of the screen. The ruling is that he was in a little bit early on that football.
First down, Toronto from the Hamilton 40. Boyd puts his head down again and smacks into Jamal Johnson for a gain of 2. Better to be the hammer than the nail, I suppose, but it does take a toll, doesn't it?
I think it's a price that Corey Boyd is willing to pay. The Argos 4-0 when Boyd rushes for 100 or more yards.
He's averaging over 6 yards a carry in this game. Again, second and long. Lemon fires and completes it up there for Dury, who's close to another first down as he slides across the 30-yard line. Markeith Knowlton was there to stop him. Andre Dury appears to have another Toronto first down. Now they're going to spot him actually at the 31, a yard short.
Corey Boyd does a nice job picking up the blitzing linebacker, number 35, Otis Floyd steps up to meet him in the hole. As we said, how do you get a team to stop blitzing? Well, you make successful offensive plays against them when they do it.
Jim Barker is challenging the spot as they mark him down at the 31-yard line. Successful earlier this evening was Barker. That's a little close. He and Andre Proulx having an intense discussion. Barker didn't throw the challenge flag, he spiked it.
Toronto wanted to challenge a spot which is not reviewable. Toronto will be penalized 10 yards for delay of game. It will be third down.
Parker's first unsuccessful challenge of the season. And so now a field goal try for Grant Shaw from 48 yards out. And the dangerous Marcus Thigpen is back in the end zone.
We know Grant Shaw's got the leg from this distance. Just a question of his consistency.
Oh, look out. Shanked it. Ivan falls on it. But the Ticats will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Should I bother mentioning he needs to get a little more lift on the ball?
Well, was it Shaw or was it the hold by Ivan?
Yeah, and it is actually the hold. Kevin Ivan had trouble getting this one down. The ball, as he goes to spin it to turn the laces away from Shaw, he spins it right out of his own hands.
And Ivan will stay in to play on D. Ticats take over their 45-yard line. Andre Cobb slices off the right side up to the 53-yard line, gain of 8. And the Ticats take advantage of that Toronto miscue.
Given the ball in very good field position.
Second and short. Glenn swings it out for Cobb. He needs midfield, and he's got it. First down, Hamilton. Mark him down just inside Toronto territory. Jordan Younger made the stop. Wait a minute. They spotted him right on the midfield stripe, so he might be a tit short. Nope, first down.
Nice effort from DeAndre Cobb to just outrun the one unblocked man to the wide side of the field. And that little swing screen.
Should be the final play of the quarter coming up. Big to Cobb. Maurice Mann takes it. And Mann gets down to the 46-yard line. Kevin Ivan wraps him up, but the Hamilton Ticats are on the move. Down by 9 as we head for the fourth quarter. Stats after 3 quarters brought to you by Tim Hortons, proud sponsor of the CFL. Well, a slight edge in net yards to the Toronto Argonauts, but this game, Dwayne, shockingly, you think was being played in the snow. What gives to them?
Well, offenses haven't been up to snuff in terms of their execution relative to the defenses. Defenses have played it at a higher level of intensity.
And you get the sense that the Argos don't mind it like this, given the problems their defense had. Remember, they came into this game last in the league in most of the defensive categories.
Yeah, well, their defense certainly has played well against Hamilton tonight. You look on the other side, for as creative as the Argos have been in terms of their offensive play calling over the course of the last couple of weeks, they're a team that maybe doesn't mind slowing it down and slugging it out when they've got Corey Boyd in the backfield.
Second and a couple for the Ticats to open this fourth quarter. And it's Cobb who will fight for the extra yardage. Stopped by Evan McCullough, but Boyd moves the sticks for the Ticats. Still waiting for the first touchdown to be scored on this Friday night.
Well, both teams have had opportunities. If you think about the way this game started, particularly for the Argos, with the Chad Owens punt return for a touchdown called back.
Fires it out there, and Thigpen taken down very quickly by Michael Grant. Now, this is something Belfait talked to us about before the game. Ticat head coach Marcel Belfait said, we've got to find a way to get Thigpen involved in our offense.
Yeah, absolutely. He's shown what he can do in the kick return game. Here he lines up in the backfield as his back just to the right of the quarterback, Kevin Glenn. Crosses the formation out into the flat. But because Michael Grant beats the block of Maurice Mann, that one doesn't go anywhere.
Second down from the 43. Glenn fires. The catch is made. Dave Scala's got room to run. Up the sideline he goes. And pushed out of bounds at the 13-yard line. A pickup of 29 yards for Stala.
We say this all the time about Dave Stala, the veteran receiver. He's so sure-handed, has such tremendous concentration. Here he lines up as part of this formation to the short side of the field, working along with Maurice Mann. Quick out route. Defensive back gambles on the ball, misses. Stala with the concentration, though, not to be distracted by that quick flash in front of him.
First down from the 13. Glenn under pressure, flags are down. And Glenn, perhaps knowing what's coming, dives down the 11-yard line in front of Byron Parker. You can bet your bippy this is holding against the Ticats.
Well, I don't have a bippy, but
well, you just lost it. Nice to see a Hamilton-Toronto game with some meaning.
Number 66, that penalty's declined. Illegal block, hands to the face. Hamilton, number 67, 10-yard penalty, still first down.
Remember, in the last 10 years, Hamilton and Toronto have only made the playoffs in the same year once. It was 2004. They actually played each other in the East semifinal. Toronto won that game and went on to win the Grey Cup. So now 1st and 20 from the 23-yard line. Fires down to Arlen Bruce. He's got it at the 9-yard line. Willie Pyle there on the coverage.
well, it used to be that you were sure when Arlen Bruce made a catch here in the Rogers Center and you heard that sound, that Bruce. You knew it was Bruce. Now we're not so sure.
Gain was 14. And a big second down play here for the Ticats from the 9-yard line. Glenn looks down for Bruce. The pass is in behind him and incomplete. And the field goal unit will come on for Hamilton.
Kevin Glenn may have had an opportunity had he looked back to his left as he went through his reads here. Maurice Mann was coming on a crossing route from left to right on the backside of this play and may actually even have had a shot to get in the end zone.
Sandro DeAngelis hit the upright earlier. Now from 16 yards out. You got the Ticats within striking distance, which he does. 12-6, the Argos lead here in the 4th quarter. The Armchair Hero. Find out how you can create your own plays at NissanArmchairHero.com.
Well, Maurice Mann, the wide receiver on the backside of this play, is just going to run a bit of a drag route coming across the field. He ends up open on this play as he's got a big cushion from his defender. But if Kevin Glenn had looked to Arlen Bruce to draw the defenders that way and then looked back to the backside, he might have had a touchdown pass to number 86.
DeAngelis sends this down to Ryan Christian from the 15-yard line, and away comes Christian up the sideline. Out across the 40 and up to the 44-yard line. A 29-yard return for Ryan Christian.
Not quite up to the standard of the monster touchdown return that Christian had last week, but a pretty good one nonetheless. Sets Cleo Lemon up at his own 44-yard line.
Argos trying to keep pace with the Montreal Alouettes, who won last night with their record of 6-2. On first down, Lemon swings it up for Dury. Andre Dury's got room to run across midfield down to the 51-yard line. Lost the football